Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video. And in today's video it is going to be a really spicy battle set over here with one and only XL Best Buddied Bonsly over here. Yes guys, it is XL Best Buddied Bonsly. So the team that I'm going to use over here is a lead of Cofagrigus with a safe swap of Walrein again, and Bonsly in the closure with this team. So this is going to be a real exciting video because I'm using an unbalanced spicy ABB team lineup which is weak to fighting and grass in my backline. So that is the reason I'm using Walrein over here to lure out a potential fighter or a potential grass type user, which is not that viable, but maybe a Trevenant or maybe some kind of other grass type user, maybe Cresselia as well, that is running grass knot. So I pick up Bonsly over here for two reasons, because mostly the retrocup meta is like dominated by the ghost, ice and normal. So I just want to put a hard resist to the normal and ice type, which Bonsly does really well because it is running counter, which is super effective to both the ice and normal Pokemons, and along with a really hard hitting move of Earthquake and a spammy and hard hitting move of Rock Slide as well. So this is the team comp over here, and luring out a fighter is actually the core or the plan core strategy of this team over here, to lure out a fighter with the Walrein. So if once the fighter is actually down, so Cofagrigus and Bonsly, XL Bonsly, can really shine in the closure of the game. So that is the reason once shields are down, Bonsly can be really threatening, and it is kind of attack weighted as well. But since it is really like Best Buddy and XL up to level 51, so it is kind of decently bulky in this meta also. So that was all for the team comp and the thought process that I had while making this team and using it to cover each other's weakness over here. So this is going to be a really fun and spicy battle. So if you guys are willing to climb up ranks, this is not the team I'll recommend. But anyway, it is going to be a really spicy one. And for the PvPoke ratings, you guys can already see up on the screen. It is not that very great, but it is decent as well, apart from the threat score also. So it have got many weaknesses, but Walrein, Cofagrigus, Bonsly can really handle it with shield and maybe energy advantage as well. So I'll not be introducing not be elongating the introduction much more, rather I'll be jumping into the videos of the battles, and let's check out how this team performed in the Retro Cup for Season 11. So now moving into the first battle over here, I pick up a tough lead in this scenario. So Altaria is not a great lead over here, so that is the reason I'll be immediately safe swapping into my Walrein, and I lure out a potential LL Marowak. So I thought that they had some kind of fighter, but it is not the case. But since LL Marowak over here, it is kind of great only because LL Marowak does have access to Bone Club and Shadow Bone as well, which will be doing neutral and super acute damage to my Bonsly over here. So this is really great because now they will be going for Bone Club, which will be knocking me out. So I have to put up a shield in this scenario, and I'll be going for the nuke of Earthquake once again, which have the potential to one shot. So since I have got the shield, so my gameplay over here is to get the final shield from my opponent as well, which is really nice for me, and they could not farm me down with a fire spin, so that is the reason they will be going for the Bone Club. So now the gameplay over here is I'll be coming back with my Cofagrigus and load up on energy, so which will be really nice because Cofagrigus with energy lead, once the shields are down, it is going to be a really great scenario for me. So now I'll be letting the I'll let my final shield get burned down over here because it was a Shadow Bone from the LL Marowak. So this is going to be a really tough battle, and it will be depending on the final Pokemon that will be coming in. I believe it will be the Altaria that will be coming into the picture, but since I had a energy advantage, I do have some kind of potential in the final match, like closure over here, to which I'll be going for the potential Shadow Ball over here and try to catch one Sky Attack, but let's see. I think I failed to catch a Sky Attack, which ends up being a Moonblast over here and does so much damage. To which now they comes back with their Shadow Machamp, which is not a great thing. So I tried to lure out the Shadow Machamp over here, but I fail. So to which now they goes for the Cross Chop over here somehow, which is not a great scenario because they should have went for the Rock Slide to get a bit of extra damage. So Cross Chop is resisted, so now I'll be going for the resisted move of Dark Pulse, but since the Machamp was quite low, I could reach to one more Dark Pulse once again with my Cofagrigus being the MVP for this first battle, and which will be enough to get the Altaria getting the knockout and really getting the win for the first battle over here. So it was a really sweaty battle, but still Cofagrigus and this team held its back. So moving into the next matchup, I pick up yet again one more Altaria lead in this scenario, and this time I'll be playing it around. So I'll be going for the chip damage, which will be heavy hitting chip damage with the Shadow Ball, and now I'll be trying to catch a move on my Walrein, which I fail terribly. So this is going to be the first Sky Attack, which I can easily tank, but because of course it's like Cofagrigus is kind of tanky, and now I lure out a Hypno over here, which is really nice because Hypno with a confusion damage along with Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Fire Punch and Shadow Ball threats my Cofagrigus as well, and my Bonsly in the back also, to which I'll be letting the first Thunder Punch go through, and I'll be building up to back Icicle Spheres over here. So since Icicles, I'm not sure that I'll be letting two Icicle Spheres go down, so that is the reason I'll be going for the nuke of Earthquake, which indeed gets the shield from my opponent, which is really nice. And now from this kind of range, I can potentially go for the farm down, but I have to shield up once, which ends up being a Thunder Punch. So since they Thunder Punched me, I will be going I will be trying to catch one move, maybe a resisted or a neutral move of Thunder Punch over here with my Bonsly, and let's see what my opponent does have in the back. So since I have got enough, I have got even match scenario, so they comes back with their own Talonflame over here, which is really fun because Talonflame is just getting walled by my Bonsly over here, to which I'll be potentially going for the back-to-back Rock Slides over here, which does ensure the final shield and the knockout for this Talonflame as well, which will be really nice because now they will be coming back with their Hypno over here, but they cannot they does not have enough energy. But since my Cofagrigus have enough energy and health, it will be coming down to the wire because I could farm the Hypno down, and I'll be having enough energy to go for the next Shadow Ball, which in turn gets the knockout for the Altaria and getting the win for the second battle. So again, Cofagrigus being the MVP and along with Bonsly as well. So moving into the next matchup, I pick up a really great lead over here with Sunfisk over here. So this is going to be the Unova Sunfisk, which my backline doesn't want to face because discharges will be hitting for super effective onto Walrein, and Mud Bomb will be hitting super effective for the Bonsly over here. So I have to stay up in this matchup over here, which is rather good because I can go for the potential nuke, which does so much damage with to the Sunfisk over here, but they're actually not running much Mud Bomb. Rather, they are actually running Discharge and Muddy Water, which I tried to catch one Muddy Water onto my Walrein, which I fail once again. To which now I'll be safe swapping into my Walrein over here. To which now they comes back with their very spicy pick of Electivire over here, which is actually running Thundershock. So I think the moveset over here is Thunder Punch and Ice Punch, maybe not Wild Charge as well. I'm not sure, but since they're running Thunder Punch, they will not be running Wild Charge. Rather, they will be going for Ice Punch as well. To which now I have to come back with my Bonsly over here, and since both the Ice Punch is resisted and Thunder Punch is neutral over here, I will be soaking up on these charge moves over here, and let's see if I can get the hard farm down onto this Electivire over here, which will be really necessary. To which I have to put up the shield onto the next Thunder Punch, and I can easily get the Heart Farm onto this Electivire, which will be really handy because now they comes back with their own Sunfisk over here once again, which is really low, but they will be getting knocked out with the Rock Slide over here, and they now comes back with the Gourgeist over here, which is kind of a bad version of Trevorant, but it is really nice. To which now I'll be going for the next Rock Slide, which will be ensuring the final shield from this for my opponent as well, which will be really nice because I have got a loaded Cofagrigus in the backline, which I did snipe with the Shadow Ball over here, which will be surely be enough to get the knockout and indeed getting the win for the third battle here as well. So GG's to my opponent, really well played. So now moving into the fourth battle over here, I pick up the worst possible lead over here with Noctowl, and I safe swap into my Walrein, and again I'm getting hard countered in the back as well. To which I let the first cross chop go through to and the sneak in one counter. So this is not a great scenario for me because hard countered in the front, hard countered in the back is not a great scenario. So this is going to be a really tough battle for my Cofagrigus and Bonsly to handle, which is not really great. So I'll be shielding up rather the next Night Slash because I have to get some energy and I have to preserve my health onto my Cofagrigus as well. To which I think they comes back with their own Noctowl once again, and now I'll be going, beg your pardon, they comes back with the Gradient, which is not a great thing, and since they comes into a normal type, I'll be safe swapping into my own Bonsly over here, which is which will be having the potential to core break over here for this Gradient and Noctowl. But since they are having actually 2 shield, it will be really tough for my Bonsly to handle it. To which I could really farm down the whole Gradient over here after taking I believe 1 crunch over here, and I'll be going for the hard hitting move of a Rock Slide. To which now I'll be going for the next Rock Slide, which will be getting the final shield from my opponent, I believe. Yeah, but they let it go. So they hold on to one shield over here, which will be coming very handy for them because my Cofagrigus is actually energy dry, and I cannot easily farm it down. I cannot farm it down because those Shadow Claws are double resisted, and I am quite sure that this is going to be shielded. That is why I no bubble it. But since they have loaded energy, they could be reaching the next Shadow Ball, which surely will be enough to get the knockout, and I will losing the battle over here with this team for the first time, which will be really heartbreaking because they did put some fight. To which now I'll be moving into the next battle, and I pick up a really great lead with my opponent's Vigorth over here. For Vigorth, they does have access to counter along with Bulldoze and Body Slam. So Body Slam will be double resisted, but Bulldoze will be hitting for neutral damage, but Bulldoze is such a crappy move. To which now I'll be letting the first Bulldoze go through, and they have to throw. This is not going to be a Bulldoze because it was quite too fast, and this is going to be just a Body Slam shield bait. But I still hold on to my energy, and I develop on my Dark Pulses over here, which will be enough to get the first shield from my opponent's end, and the safe swaps into their own Drifblim over here. So for Drifblim, I do have a hard resist to it, which is going to be the Walrein over here, which will be easily taking in the Shadow Ball over here. And now I believe they will be coming back with their own Vigorth once again. So since Vigorth is kind of low in this scenario, I have to shield. Like, I am willing to shield over here because both the shields are down for my opponent's end. To which I'll be now going for the next Icicle Sphere, which is enough to get the knockout, and let's see what they have in the back. So it is going to be a Swampert over here, to which I'll be going for the neutral Icicle Sphere, and this game is almost over because I do have a pretty healthy Cofagrigus in my backline, which will be coming back and will be have enough energy to get the knockout for this Swampert over here, and indeed getting the win for the fifth battle here as well. Really great game. So now I'll be pausing a video for a few minutes and I'll be sharing the final analysis for this team. So for this team, Cofagrigus and Walrein really handled the team over here, along with like protecting the Bonsly overall, which is going to be really, which paid off really well for me. And like this is going to be a spicy team that I used. So if you guys are using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you. As I've already mentioned, this is a spicy team and it is not for climbing ranks but rather for fun, which I had immensely with this team. And if you guys are liking the content onto this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to it, and put your comments below as well. So that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.